Okay, YouTube. So wow, Sly here. Charlie Tango 941. Just coming to the top of another hill. I think this is like the third hill. And it's a pain because I've got the first and last leg off the journey is off-road. So I have to have all four tyres quite spongy to sort of take the bumps. And you can really notice the difference on the road. When on the road, it slows you down, it's more effort to pedal. Generally on the road, I like rock solid tyres, but unfortunately, while I'm carrying a trailer, it'll bounce and flip over if I have rock solid tyres, and I'll just buckle and pop my tyres, buckle my wheels on the bike if they're too hard on the off-road bit. So we're just levelling out now. Basically it's the last of the hills, just that final hill to do, which I'm going to walk up again. So it's a gradual slope down now, and it's Sunday the 21st of April, and today's video is going to be the Charlie Tango DX net, or Sid's famous net. I'm an extreme member. As you can tell, we don't DX from a car or a shack. We pack up bags, or in my case trailer, and walk, cycle, sail, smurf, whatever we do to get up to high ground, away from mains, away from power supply by cars, and that's what makes you an extreme member. I mean, it is good that people go out in their cars, but pretty much anyone can just plug a radio into a car, mag mount on the roof. I know a lot of members who do that. Don't do it that easily. They do set up poles, generators, inverters. Chap yesterday had a 2001 inverter to run his shack. Massive rotators on the roof of the van. You know, some serious park up and DX equipment. So yeah, them chaps in a league of their own. It's like running a mobile space shuttle. But I choose this way because it keeps me fit. I've passed my M6, my foundation licence yesterday, so I'm just waiting for confirmation to get my call sign, and then I can start working on the shack for the weekends I can't get out. For the DX, I'll just have to call in with a normal CT call sign on the Sunday from the shack, or just use 2 meters and 70 centimeters when I get my amateur call sign. But I need to change gear. I'm still in my hill gear and I'm not really going very fast, so I'm going to put the phone down and do some cycling, especially to go down here now and then up the other side, and I'll tune back in when I'm set up camp or on location or whatever I'm doing today. Right, just to remind people, that's the next hill I've got to go up, the last one, and it doesn't just finish around the corner, it wiggles and winds all the way up to the top behind the trees. So yeah, I used to ride up that, but with the trailer it's just so much easier to walk. I'm in no rush. It's 10 to 1. The DX net doesn't start till 2, so I've still got an hour. Sort of cool down, that's the main thing. I just don't see the point in sweating and getting myself too knackered out. So I've got time to set up a little camp today. Time to play around with the PMR before it kicks in on 32. A little bit of a pause there as a cyclist just came tearing down the hill. Right, halfway up. That's the me looking straight forward. So I've come up that bit, and then I'll pan around, and then I've got more to go. I'm feeling old today. Another nearly there update. As you can see, there's the last bend up there. Already between the trees, I've got some nice views. You can see the trees I'm going to go into today, the island of trees. I'm only in middle gear. Feel the burn. Right. We're about to land. I think someone's done a 3-point turn here. And a 4-wheel drive. Looks like 2 big indents. Tyres. Balancing on the clutch. Possibly. And then a UE and drove off down there. Right. Let's get through there. Simply just detached the trailer. Lifted the bike over. And then lifted the trailer over, reconnected it over here. Trailer's not heavy. It's a really light frame. You could probably lift it with no effort, with just a little finger. And the weight of the bags, it's basically like carrying 2 rucksacks. I've only got 2.5 litres of water. Battery stuff, nothing really heavy, so it wasn't that difficult. Lifting a trailer over an obstacle was not really hard, just getting down the side of the field is now. This might be hard to see, but this is what I found out the other week, that this square brickwork wall, that's only about 3 or 4 foot deep, was the entrance to the mine. That was a mine shaft, so there would have been a big pulley system here taking people up and down the shaft, so that could go down 50, 100 foot, god, anything. And right next to it, oh, there's another one the same, about 8 foot by 9 foot square. You can't see with the overgrowth. There's a brick wall there, so one must have been goods going down and goods coming up. So that was the entrance to the mine shaft. And over there, apparently, I've really got to watch my feet, is where the well was. I mentioned before there was that big windmill, and I think the windmill was to power the pump for the water. So there's a bit of brickwork there, big concrete square. That's it, it's under there. Wait, I'm moving. Yeah, I was told the well was underneath a big concrete slab. So there's a big concrete slab there, covered in ivory and stuff. And I can actually see a gap down there. That's the well. That's the one you don't want to fall down. Probably about 2 foot wide and a long way down. So they would have got the water from there, and then the actual shaft entrance for the mine was there. So I'm actually on top of a mine, quite high up. Right, got a really basic setup today. Didn't go OTT in the shelter, just need a wind deflector, so when I key up I don't get the wind in the microphone. 3 stakes at the top, at the back, sorry, and then 2 in the corner, just holding up the front post. Got the PMR dipole on the tripod, bike and trailers there, all the kits inside there just to stop it from blowing away, because when the wind does pick up, so I might just kneel down in here, just to get out the wind a little bit, and to make coffees because it's a bit windy outside to do anything else. Got on me today the vest. Both radios, but I'm about to plug the Baofeng into the dipole because I can hear Sid and other people on there coming across. Right, let's get the dipole plugged in. Haha, absolutely useless. I was let's get in here for a minute. Yeah, I was in the kitchen last night, washing up, doing the ironing, and I had this plugged into the antenna on the roof of the house. So I took the attachment off here that I normally use for the dipole, which enabled me to plug the radio into the antenna on the house. And guess where the attachment is? The SMA to PL259 or whatever it's called is at home, connected to the house antenna. So I bought the tripod and the dipole for no reason. Luckily, I've used this radio before up here, and the rubber duck works fine. So there's Sid, Tony, and Brian. So, whoops. Oh well. Right, station set up. It's 1:50, so 10 to 2. Everyone's going crazy on the PMR. We've moved down to channel 5 because channel 8's a bit busy. Obviously, Swindon's quite popular on that frequency at the moment. Can't use the dipole because I forgot the adapter to plug it into the radio. So I'm on rubber ducks only today. The station consists of a tarp, the usual bags, clothing, some food, and I'm about to have a coffee. I've been here sort of long enough now, not sure how long I've been here, but it's definitely time to get one on the go. The wind has picked up. As soon as I step out the shelter, it is extremely windy. So I won't be standing up much today. It's just as soon as I go past there, you'll see, as soon as I stand up out the little tarp setup, I just get hit with the wind. It's just massive gusts, and it dies down, big gusts, and so forth and so forth. So that's the station today. Yeah, the dipole's out of action, not using that. So I've got the radios. Radios are on my vest. Can access that one, and I can access the CB. There we go. Right, let's get back in there and get some fluid in me. Right, channel 5 on the PMR is a nightmare today. I'm picking up QRM from businesses, kids, taxi drivers or something, farmers, all sorts. So Cosmic Chris, Charlie Tango 778, we got ya. But again, channel 5, I'm picking up all sorts of people. Channel 8's just full of the Swindon lot. So everyone's gone back over to 27 megahertz, channel 32. So I'm going to leave the radio on, I think, channel 8 on the PMR, and then float back around 32. Having a coffee now, trying to keep out this wind. But channel 5 was an absolute nightmare today. Only got 2 contacts. Sid struggled to hear me. It's just there's so much crap going around here. It's unbelievable. I'm miles from anywhere, but still picking up people with Argos handsets all over the place. Well, just making use of the tripod because I can't use the dipole today, and we're all back on 27 meg now. So I've got the radio strapped to the dipole. Strapped to the tripod, and I can still reach the microphone. It's quite convenient actually having the radio on there. And Jason, if you're watching, I couldn't hear you on the PMR, but I can hear you on 32. back of the box, just coming through, but I can get you, but there's no point me calling you because I won't get out with that at all today. But yeah, Jason, we can hear you. And Sid's loud and clear.
Anything on the Sicily Mountains there, Brian?
And not got a copy on Brian, but we've got David in Frome. Right. Right, the sun's starting to come out. Looking to be like a nice day. PMR quieting down, so I had a little chat to everyone in Swindon, Roger and Dell and all that lot. God, the sun's really starting to come out now. Wind's not going to drop. A little look at the station there. Had the squelch turned up, so I couldn't hear anything, and then Sid starts booming through as usual. So I've got a few contacts in the logbook. Another coffee on the go. Radios on the tripod. Microphone's just swinging there. I've got the Baofeng just clipped to the clipped on there. It's just the right place to put it. So I can just sort of like grab it and talk. Don't have to worry about dropping it, falling over. It's just a shame I can't get the dipole plugged in today, so working conditions are not that great. Failing that, 32's busy, PMR's mental, and the weather's holding up. It might get some rain later or on the way home, but certainly not impressed by the wind again. But that's working conditions on high ground, you know, you can't really get away from the wind. So yeah, Gary 104's finally got to his island and set up. He had to get a ferry across to an island today, bit of a mission, just to get to higher ground and do a one-off activation. So he's just came on, barely coming for the squelch, but I can hear people talking to him. Getting a bit peckish, so luckily I've got food. Doing some noodles, beef or curry, I can't actually remember what flavour they are. What's it? Curry. So I've got noodles on the go. Now we've got a music player on the PMR. But let's have a little look. A little 360. Landing point was just over there, behind those trees. Nice view. All the way around. My little mobile shack. And there's the tripod with the handset. And the kitchen. And the obsolete dipole. Really don't need a lid for my cup. That's cooking superbly. Bubbling, nearly bubbling over completely. It's cooking really well. Getting a cracking flame from that homemade beer can stove, pop can stove. The cup's the right size for cooking noodles. No point getting the mess tin out tonight, getting two things dirty. So that'll be ready in a couple of minutes. Pretty much ready now. Hot. Well, Mel, Berkshire Downs, he's on now. Just tried calling him because he left a comment on my YouTube, I think last night or this morning, saying he was going to listen out for everyone, but he's pushing out 50 whiskies. That's probably why I can hear him, so I don't think he'll hear me. I think I'm actually doing about 2.5 watts today, because I didn't bring the big battery, so I'm not running the usual 4 watts. The AAs, I think I'm only doing 2.5 watts. Right, very quickly, just having the last coffee. It's 2 minutes to 4, about to close down the net. A few specks of rain, so I've had to change the tarp configuration. Gone for an A-frame. Not neat, it's not tidy. Closed up one end towards the direction of the wind, just to give me a bit more shelter, because there's a few bits of rain, it's starting to spit, and I don't want to get caught on it. And the A-frame obviously gives me a little bit more room. I'm only using half the A-frame, so if it does start to rain, I can pack up under it a bit easier. A bit easier than what I had set up a minute ago. So I think I'm going to pack up now, not risk it. There's a few dark clouds up there, so I'm going to drink this coffee, pack up and get going. But yeah, instantly, as soon as I felt them first specks of rain, got the A-frame straight up, just to give me a bit more ground space to get myself in gear underneath so I don't get wet. And if I have to pack up in the rain, I get the waterproofs on. But unfortunately, I can't ride it out today. If it does rain, I can't just stay here till it stops. I need to be home for 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6. So I'll be riding home in the waterproofs, I think. I better finish that and get packed up, because yeah, the weather's certainly changing now for the worst. So we'll end it. This was my afternoon on the hills with a Charlie Tango DX net. This is Charlie Tango 941, or Charlie Tango X-Ray 941. Saying for all those I had contact with today, thanks for the contact. And no doubt we'll catch you again another time. But for now, I'm calling 73s. I'm going home. Okay, there we go. That's where I was today. It's cooking there, tarp set up there. And then I changed to the A-frame there. All tidy, clean. Nothing left there. Trailer's all packed up. Got my vest on top. Radios are in the vest. Dipole. So that can all be zipped up now. And I'll be on my way, because the spray is coming down now. The wind's picked up, so if it's spraying, it's certainly going to open up and rain very heavily soon. So I've got a 45-minute cycle home, so I'm going to get going. Thanks for watching, YouTube.